Hello everyone. I've recently been watching some of my own videos, not because I like the sound of my own voice, it's because I wanted to see the vacuum cleaner again. Maybe because I'd sold it, or more likely it's somewhere in storage and I can't get to it, and I'd like to be reminded of what that vacuum cleaner was like. And I was watching a particular video, I can't remember which one, and I was talking about the vacuum cleaner I'm hopefully going to reveal to you in a moment, and hopefully it's not broken. I was saying in that video, there's no way. I think I regretted selling this. I had this from brand new. I'd love to be able to show you that on my channel. I do have a power hose recently bought that will fit a compact cleaner with a power takeoff socket, and I do have an electrokinetic head. So I can actually reproduce somewhat this model. But I'll never say never, you never know. 2 weeks after watching myself say that, this cropped up on eBay and I couldn't hit the buy it now button fast enough. I didn't even look at the description. I just thought, oh, I panicked, I just bought it. It's not perfect, it's got bits missing, but it is a pretty rare beast. And I do have the pieces that are missing to make it complete. So I did ask the eBay seller to pack it well, and especially to protect the wheels, because I do have wheels that will fit this, but they're in the black or dark grey colour. They won't be the matching colour, and I can't remember what colour Hoover called this. But, well, it looks okay so far. But if all that the seller's done is wrapped it in bubble wrap, that's not giving extra protection to the wheels, which are probably the most fragile part of this cleaner. So we have a very heavy and very grubby hose. Yes, a dirty old hose we have here. But even though it's dirty, I'm hoping it's intact. This is the infamous early power hose. This could possibly be the first power hose fitted to Hoover cleaners available in the UK, and even my very first brand new vacuum cleaner, my Hoover Sensortronic Total System 5, had a hose like this, although it was dark brown, but it was replaced within the guarantee period with a more modern silver colour hose that was a lot more durable. These have a sort of a layer of skin, for want of a better word, and they often start to crack either at the cleaner end or at the handle end. But yes, look, typical, yes. Can you see where it's starting to go? That is very normal for this sort of hose. Now the good thing is I do have a brand new replacement hose I bought on eBay a few months ago that fits this cleaner, but it's of the later type, the much more durable. So, but it's okay, it's not bad. I've had far worse. Right. It's very grubby, but that's going to clean up very nicely. I will be able to submerge this in some water. Obviously I'm not going to get either end in the water, I'm not going to get water inside it, but I can submerge most of the hose in some water to help clean it. So here's the handle, and there's no evidence of cracking here. So this is the handle for the cleaner. Oh, I didn't show you this part of the hose. This is the little plug. So this is a total system cleaner. So that will plug into a socket on the machine. The hose plugs in and you plug that in. Then we have the hose handle. It's not very flexible. It's got Hoover written on it in gold. We've also got, I think I'll put that round the other way. Or will it, oh, it's going to go around the other way. We've got a suction control. There we go, it's open and closed. It's a little bit loose, but I do have a replacement one of those actually, to be honest, so I might get one out of my stores. Oh, there's a little dog behind me whining. Yes, I've got a dog who isn't used to watching me unbox vacuum cleaners, and she's a little bit worried about it. Don't be worried, and there's another dog skulking behind the camera. So, getting back to the cleaner, there is a power takeoff socket here for the electrokinetic power head. That's the power hose. On Sensortronic models, not on all of them, but on selected Sensortronics, you would have also had on-off switch and variable speed on this. So this was the most basic total system cleaner And I think this is a pretty early one. It could even date from 81, 82. This is broken, but it's original. Rip into it. This is the only tool, I believe, that's supplied. Unfortunately, there are no other tools. This would have come with this tool, and I assume because it's a total system it would have had a dusting brush, all-purpose nozzle and crevice nozzle. Evie, there's no need to make those little noises. Thank you. So, it's broken. And I don't know what I can do with it. I mean, it's actually, you know, broken here. But if it wasn't broken, that's in quite nice condition. So we've got the pedal, whoops, the pedal parts. Yeah, a bit rusty. So we've got the springs, so it's obviously broken here, it's snapped here, look. So I'm not sure if there's a way of fixing that with some very strong glue. It does fit in quite well, but with some glue it's possible. I can unscrew that base plate and fix it from the other side actually, with some Q-bond, so it might work. It's got all the bits right. Okay. Oh right. You know, I have a feeling that that wheel is broken. Oh no, maybe not. Right, okay, don't count your chickens, Rog. I'm more apprehensive when I'm unboxing a very rare old vacuum, because if there's any damage it's highly unlikely I'll be able to get parts for it. I can buy bags for this, filters, I can get replacement wheels, but as I said, in generic black or dark grey. So it would still function, but being a collector I like everything to be as original as I can if I can get the parts. Now the wheels seem very loose. Oh dear. Right, oh dear, oh dear, oh, I thought so. Right, is that catastrophic? I'm not sure. What is it, folks? What is it about wheels with me? I mean, this is the most common thing that's broken on a vacuum. I'm going to get some money back. Oh dear. You see, it's not just broken. See, the wheel's broken, but it's also broken where it enters the machine. I've got a Hoover compact that I might be able to for spares, so I'm not going to cry over that yet, but I will send a photo. I did ask specifically about protecting the wheels. I did, but he just wrapped it all in bubble wrap. Let's see what the other wheel's like. Oh dearie me. You know, that's the risk you take when buying old stuff, old plastic things especially. Plastic doesn't tend to wear well, doesn't tend to age well, especially more modern plastics. But then again, this cleaner, I'm thinking it's from 1982, so it's lucky it's survived. And I think it's probably darkened a bit with age. Oh, oh dear. Right, we have double whammy. Oh, but this one's broken differently, look. We still have this part intact. Ah, but it's starting to go. Just, I'm gonna have to take it all to bits. I'm not going to return it because I'll never get this again. Well, but I will see if I can get some money off. This wasn't too bad price wise. It was 70 odd quid. It's a shame really. Here's a wheel that's okay. But there you go, two broken wheels. Oh, I think there's a bit maybe in the box because I'm missing the shaft. So both wheels are broken. And you see, grey wheels on that will ruin it. But Oh right, of course the other bit's in there with some very, very strong Q-bond, and being very, very careful with it, I might be able to fix both. Oh dear. That bit comes out, but I don't think... It's possible, folks, that on the compact I've got for spares, because I don't think there's a motor in it, but it's all the body's there and the wheels are intact. It's possible that this bit does come out, and it's possible that the compact I've got, although a lot later than this, might have parts that come out, and I'll be able to at least get that part. It won't be in the matching colour, but it doesn't matter, it won't show. But it's fixing these wheels. Oh dearie me. Here's the power takeoff socket. This is also fitted to other compacts, not the basic compact. So this is from the first generation compacts. I've shown you the green one, the very basic 700 watt, no automatic cord rewind, just a rocker switch. Don't think it even had a bag check indicator. I'm not sure. It might have done. That was 700 watt. This is, I think it's 800. 800 watts or 970 watts with power head. So this is the compact. The compact was green. Then there was compact super, basically the same as this in red. It even had a power takeoff socket, the compact super, but just the regular double stretch hose. And then this compact total system. Here's the underside of the top cover. I did bring with me some bags because I knew this bag would be awful. We've got the piston bag check indicator, and there you can see it on the other side. It does pong a bit. We've got date wheel, so we can date this particular part to July 1982. We'll take out this bag and dispose of it with, there we go, puff of dust. We've got the original bag clip, which I'll slide off and retain. That's definitely original. I'll take the bag out and carefully put it to one side because I don't want to inhale any of that. This part's perished. In fact, I'll just try and keep that. You see that this foam ring was soon discontinued. And I don't know if it's because they changed the dust bag and gave the dust bag a membrane collar, because the hose, I'll just keep that. I might have to use that to try and make a template or something if I do need to renew it. When you pop the hose in, right, it'll go on that way. Is it going to go in? It should go in that way. Yes, there we are. Right, oh, it's a bit awkward. I just feel if I'm too rough with it, I'll crack the whole body. Right, the hose is in, and then the power takeoff socket. Well, what do you call that? The wire bit. There's another name for it. Anyway, that sticks into there. So now there will be power going to that socket when I plug the machine in. So yeah, because the you can see the hose, how it sticks out there. Because of that, I think it'll be okay with the new bags I've bought, because they do have the I think the very early bags didn't have the thing, which is why they needed that little seal. But if I need the seal, I'll just sort of fashion something. I might use draft excluder somehow. Right, I'm going to, yeah, I know I've got these somewhere in my stocks, but I couldn't find any. Well, it's somewhere in my storage unit, and I couldn't find any on eBay actually. I wanted to get some, even if they were non-gen. But before switching this cleaner on, I'm just going to vacuum out this muck here and pop a new bag inside. That's a bit better. I can't get the filter to fit properly, so I suspect that quite a lot of muck has got through to the motor. I shook it off camera and I could hear bits moving about. Hopefully it's just bits of dirt and not bits of plastic. So anyway, I've got these later genuine bags. It cost me £1 to clear, no returns. Well, I'm not going to return them. Not much of a discount. They were normally £3 something, I don't know. Anyway, these are genuine. They've got the rubber seal, so I'm thinking I'll be okay without that extra seal on the bag compartment. They're twin skinned, So we need to fold over the lines. I think we're going to have to do it twice, I'm not sure. I think 3 times and it makes it too difficult to get the clip on. Oh dearie me. I just can't wait. I'm not at home. I can't wait to get home and look at the... Well, it's not actually a compact, it's a Sprint. And I've got 2 of them. I've recently found them at the back of my garage. I haven't even unboxed them. I don't know why I didn't unbox the first one. So I got 2. One was just 4 spares and the other one was the decent one. But I have absolutely no idea why I didn't video the unboxing of it. So I know I've got one. As long as the wheel axles are removable like this one, then that's that sorted. Then I've just got to work out how to fix the wheel. Right, so the bag goes on this way and you just sort of, let's try and show you. Shall turn it round the other way, folks. It might be a bit better. You can see where the little ring was that's perished. So all we have to do is locate the bag at the bottom and pivot it forward until that little white clip holds it in place. And there's a big gap between the bag collar and the hose inlet. Right, we can pop the top back on. I mean, this one is early because for some reason Hoover added 2 extra screws on the back of the top panel. But with this one, there's only 2 screws to undo to access the motor. So we can now see the bag. So when I put that in, this part will go slightly inside the bag, and then it should hopefully seal itself. It's not going to be a very tight seal, but the amount of times I'm going to use this, hoping I will be able to use it. Do you know what, folks? I'm going to turn it on without the hose attached first. That hose is very, very stiff. So, we haven't dated this cleaner, have we? We haven't looked at the rating plate. Let's have a look at that now. This is Hoover model S3200, 800 watts, 240 volts, 970 watts with power head, 50 hertz. The serial number is S3200 21000 So this is definitely from 1982, and I think 10 means it's from week 10, 1982. Made in France, trademarks of Hoover Limited. Okie dokie, right, I wonder what the cord rewind's like. At least the cord is inside the machine and not hanging out, so that's promising. Oh, it's got the, yeah, oh, no, it is staying out. It's got the original cream colour cord. Again, the second version of this, I think it would have been a black cord at this stage. And the one I had, that I bought from new, I'm pretty sure it had the newer hose, not the very heavy hose with the... Oh, is that it? Right, folks, I don't think that's it. I'm going to have to open it before I plug it in. Maybe it's best. I know. Oh, right, I'm not at home. So I'm going to have to look for some screwdrivers. I think I've got a set here. So I just have to undo these 2 Phillips screws and we can have a look at the state of the motor. Let's see what horrors lurk beneath. I've got to be careful because there's a lip at the back and you feel you're going to snap it. It's filthy, folks. Before I turn this on, I'm going to take my dogs out of the room. There we go, it's come off. Right, okie dokie. Pretty simple. Yes, I thought there was a lot more cable hiding away. Look at all that. I didn't want to force it. It's probably got all tangled around somehow. Oh, this is going to be difficult. This is a big project. I mean, obviously I'm going to have all this out in order to fix the wheels. I mean, I'm keeping it whatever. Even if the seller plays silly buggers and won't give me any partial refund or will just say I'll accept return, I don't want to return, to be honest. I can make this better, I'm sure. But it's how to... I don't want to force this. That has got... Wow. Right, and it's, yeah, oh well, it's because this little, it's not staying out because this little brake, the spring needs fiddling with, so that's not properly working either. You see, it's cardboard, well, it's got foam. Yeah, all the foam is perished, and of course on the inside here it's amazing it's still there, but that's not going to last. That all needs replacing, that foam, but I expected that. I'm quite surprised it's still there, to be honest. But when I switch this on, we might get some, well, we'll certainly get some dust coming out. There's another date wheel on this. Yeah, still pointing at 82. Right, so locate it at the back first, under the lip. It's always a little bit tricky. It's better if I do it from this side. I can see what I'm doing then. There we go, that's it. Is it? Is that it? No, that was it. There. Yep, there we go. You always have to be very, very careful when exploring vintage electrical items. These weren't meant to last. I mean, 5-10 years tops, I would say they were meant to last. I mean, this might have lasted about 5 years and then just put away in the loft. It's a shame it doesn't have the power head, but I do have the power head. And if the motor doesn't sound too bad, I will nip up into the loft where I know I have a Sensortronic electrokinetic power head in brown, which will fit this cleaner. Right then, I'm going to plug in and switch on, but first I must vacate my dogs because I don't want anything untoward happening. Well, that's one saving grace. It doesn't sound too bad. It spewed out a bit of dust, but not much. Not bad. Oh. The bag check indicator wasn't fluctuating, but that's easy to sort. And if it wasn't easy, I do have a spare one somewhere. Well, I've seen two. Right, we'll plug the hose back in, and I'm going to venture up into the attic and get the electrokinetic power head. I bought that for my Sensortronic Total System 5. If you remember that video, it didn't come with the power head. I managed to find one. So that is now complete, but I'm not sure if I ever tested that power head, so let's hope the power head works. Right, this is very, very stiff. Oh, it really is awkward. Make sure it's locked in. Yeah, it does fit quite snugly against the bag now, so I don't think I will need, let's hope I don't get a shock when I plug that in. And let's hope that the power head will work. Let's hope all the connections to that are functioning, so hopefully we have a live socket here. So I'll nip upstairs to the loft and fetch the power head. Okie dokie, I've got the electrokinetic power head, so it's in the brown colour to match my Total System 5, but it goes quite well with this. I do have another one in a more appropriate colour scheme. It's a two-tone brown. It's like cream. I think it's a cream top and a brown base part. No, you can't come in, dog. It's too dangerous. Oh dear. I've got 4 dogs to contend with at the moment. Right, I don't know if I've ever tried this when I got it, as I said. A little bit of light rust. And it might need a new belt, but it's not in bad nick. So it's 170 watts, so it is appropriate for this cleaner. Now, I don't think this shouldn't turn on until the cleaner's turned on. As far as I remember, anyway. So we'll plug in. Oh, that's the right way, yes. all very tight. There we go, that's in. So I can't show you the tubes. I've got a couple of metal ones I can use with this, but there'll be an after video. I'm really eager to strip this down and try and get those wheels fixed. And if I can't fix the genuine colour matching wheels, then I'll put grey wheels on and keep the colour matching ones. At least it'll work, but you know, it's not going to be authentic. Okie dokie, right. Is the power head going to spin when I switch on the motor? No, it's not. Right, I'll just unplug the vacuum. I've undone the 2 screws to remove the base plate, and I've just checked the serial number, and this head actually dates from 1983, week 9, 1983. So I suspect the problem is the belt. Again, you've got to lever it off at the front carefully. There we are. Yeah, this is perished. This always perishes. But again, this is about the same size as the foam or rubbery draft excluder strips you can get. So I'll just replace it with those. And the same, the front, yeah. There's a little seal at the front as well, and that's completely gone. My finger's going straight through it. That won't take much. Good clean up. New seal, replacement. I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear. Is that a first for my channel? I'm working with a lot of dust here, folks. Right, so that's not bad. The motor sounded quite good, actually. Yeah, it's a very slack belt. If we take the belt off, did I leave this plugged in? I'm not sure. No, I didn't. Right, I'll just plug it back in. Ah, oh dear, what's that? Well, that shouldn't be on there. That won't help matters. A little bit of wire. Oh dear. I'm starting to get a burning smell. Whether it's from this, there will be a tiny little suppressor in this as well. I think it's a little yellow coloured one. But I'm getting a smell, and I'm getting a very annoying dog who doesn't understand that the person who's looking after her at the moment has to do his job, and right, I'll let her in, but she'll scarp her as soon as she sees all this gubbins. Right. Deary me, where is she? You won't like this, Evie. You want to have a smell? Yeah, I knew you wouldn't like it. Oh, and here's Harry, another little nervous dog. Yes, you're going to have to get used to this boy. Give us a kiss. Good boy. Oof, yeah. So, the suppressor is probably about to blow, folks. Is it going to blow in this video? We don't know. This, I have got a spare one as well, believe it or not. Not a complete agitator, but the agitator body. And as I've said before, this will fit a flat belt Hoover Junior agitator, whether it's the later activator agitator or the beats as it sweeps metal bodied agitator. It will fit this head, same end caps, everything. Oh, can't get those apart. Hang on. No, I won't try. Oh, it's all, yeah, there'll be a load of gunk in here. Yeah, it's not moving smoothly. That's another job. Yeah, but I think it'll be fine. And I do have more belts. Crikey, the belts I've got are much smaller than that. Again, I don't have these parts here because I'm not at home. Yeah, oh, it's a very, very slack belt. So I think this, you know, little service on this will be fine and dandy. It will do. I wouldn't stop around here, Evie, because I'm going to turn this on again. It makes a loud noise. Right, get that end in. There we are. Get the round end in the round hole and the oblong end into the oblong. We'll give it a quick go with the motor cover off. Oh, something smelling. well, we'll be able to find out which it is, because I'm not going to turn this one on next. If I'm still getting the burning smell, it'll be that naughty compact. And I've a feeling that the suppressor will be underneath that cardboard thing that covers the motor. If memory serves me correct. Anyway, this is really for my Total System 5, which I unboxed in this house actually, and it is still in this house. It is in the attic of this house, and that's one I want to give a proper refurb to. So yes, Total System 5 would have been in the same brochure as this compact Total System. They're the same sort of generation, and they both started life with this awful type of hose. But this hose will clean up really well, you'll be surprised. I will do an after video, I can't guarantee when. It might be in a month, it might be in 6 months, it might be in a year, it might be in 6 years, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, dog, but please stop it. Oh, honestly. You do not have... At least Daisy knows how to perform on camera. You can't blame the dogs. They've never known life with loads of vacuums. Yes, I know, Evie. Stop trying to upstage me, dog, honestly. You know, you are pretty, but people haven't tuned in to see dogs. They've tuned in to see this, I hope, anyway. Right, so it's all doable. As I said, at home I have... Well, that feels quite warm there. At home, I've got a replacement hose for this, the new style that won't split, hopefully. And I can probably find a couple of... well, I've got 2 plastic ones, the originals, but I can probably find 2 metal ones, because as I said, the second version of this did come with the metal ones. I've no idea why top of the range models from Hoover was supplied initially with plastic ones. I mean, it's ridiculous. Even my Total System 5, not the one I bought. Fortunately, when I got mine, the hose had already been changed and metal ones were included, although it pictured the old hose and ones on the box. When I opened it, I was surprised and happy that it had, you know, the metal ones instead of plastic. I mean, expect plastic ones on, you know, lower end machines, but not mid to upper. And certainly not top of the range. This is the top of the compacts. Top of the range compact. So you'd think they would have had metal ones at the start, but no. Penny pinching Hoover. Really ought to be careful with this hose, because mains electricity is running through it. It's not low voltage, it's the full, you know, 230 volts. We'll give it one more go. I'm not doing a suction test or anything. I have brought my doodah with me, but I have no idea where it is. It's somewhere upstairs. I've only just arrived, so everything's sort of not unpacked. Still very happy with this. I didn't pay a huge amount, so, you know, it's okay. Right, one final go, and if we still smell the burning smell, I think the problem is with the compact. No, it's got old vacuum smell, so perhaps the problem was with the electrokinetic head, but that can be looked at. That this is all going to have to come apart. Let me just unplug, I'll feel a bit safer. So obviously we've got to sort the wheels out, we've got to sort out the cable rewind. The whole thing needs a good clean. I'll try and lube what I can of the motor. It's got an ever-ready plug. Age appropriate. Oh, it's insulated pins, but I don't know when insulated pins came in. But, oh, Evie, shut up. Shut up, Evie Peavy. Oh, I don't know if it's... No, oh, it is nearly your dinner time. I think that's what she's after. I couldn't... Yeah, it's nearly 4 o'clock, isn't it? Do you want to have a sniff? Yeah? Strange smells? All right, hang on. Come on then, up you go. Right, sorry. Right, let's see if the cable does rewind, at least the bit that has come out anyway. They were never very good on these. And they still aren't. I always even when they were brand new, you had to sort of help them in. Let alone one from 1982. So there you go. Bit bittersweet. I'm so pleased to have this model, but yeah, I really don't like having to contact sellers and say, look, this is broken, what are you going to do about it? Obviously this is delivered Royal Mail, actually, not in Parcel Force, Royal Mail. It's the people that work in the sorting offices and delivering that just throw things about. They're partly to blame, but I think the seller has to take some of the blame, because I did specifically say, please protect the wheels. And wrapping the whole thing in bubble wrap is not focusing on the wheels. I've had cleaners delivered to me, obviously probably by people who've watched my videos and have really protected the wheels, or in some cases where they can be removed, they've removed the wheels for shipping, which is the best thing. These aren't so easy to remove, I don't think. And they probably, if you tried to pull them off, it probably would have snapped them anyway. So, never mind. It's a nice machine. It will look nicer when I've done it up. I'll be taking this home, giving it a good service, hopefully repairing the wheels, and cleaning up the hose and everything. Show you the other hose I've got as well that's at home. And I've also got, as I said, another electrokinetic power head, or it's called Super Deluxe power head, but I've never plugged that in yet. I tried opening up, had a look. It sounds very, very rough. But I've managed to source some new end bearings for it, so that might fix it. For the motor, I'm saying end bearings for the, pardon me, just had my lunch, for the motor. Right, I've waffled on enough. Here it is. The Hoover Compact Total System, quite a rare machine, and they probably didn't sell that many actually in the UK, especially when it came with this ridiculously heavy, not very flexible hose. But it combined powerful suction with a motorised head, which is something that's very hard to get hold of in the UK. At the time of making this video, as far as I know, the only domestic, widely available cylinder vacuum cleaner you can buy in the UK would be a Sebo K3, E3 Premium or D4 Premium, and of course there's the commercial D9. Now I can't think of any other manufacturer, correct me if I'm wrong, I can't think of any other manufacturer now that offers a power head option. There used to be quite a few, but no, sadly there isn't. I will put this away, see what the seller says, and I'll report back to you in the next video on this, which, you know, could be any time, as long as I try and get it done before I kick the bucket. And you'll get to see this machine looking a lot cleaner, smelling sweeter. Well, you won't smell it, but I will. And actually working, fingers crossed. So from me and the Hoover Compact Total System, and from that annoying little dog who's now asleep behind me on the sofa, it's goodbye, and I'll see you all very soon.